Now, good morning, all of you. Now, I am sharing my today's presentation slides with you. Just a minute. Now, our today's topic is numericals based on fully associative mapping and K-way set associative mapping. In the last class, we already discussed the concept and numericals which are based on direct mapping. Now in today's class we are going to start first the problems and the concept which are based on fully associative mapping. Just a minute, some more participants are coming, so I am allowing them. Okay. So first we are discussing the fully associative mapping. So this is the introduction of fully associative mapping. So basically in fully associative mapping, a block of main memory can be mapped to any freely available cache memory, which is, so this is different from direct mapping, because in direct mapping a block of main memory can mapped to a particular block in the cache memory, whereas in fully associative mapping it can map to any freely available cache memory, freely available cache line in the cache memory. So this makes the fully associative mapping more flexible than the direct mapping. But in case of fully associative mapping, a replacement algorithm is needed in order to replace a block if the cache is full. So as you already remembered, we already discussed in the case of fully associative mapping, the examples of replacement algorithms are FCFS, which is first come first serve, and LRU, which is least recently used. Some more some more algorithms are also there, but these are the two most popularly used algorithms which are used as replacement algorithm in case if the cache memory is full. So this is the just basic introduction of fully associative mapping. So you must remember this before solving the numericals which are based on fully associative mapping. So moving to the next slide. So the division of physical address in case of associative mapping. So this is the diagram. So fully associative mapping is basically divided into two parts. So first part is block number object tag, and the second part is block object line offset. So as you remember that the division of physical address in the case of direct mapping is divided, the block is divided into three parts, whereas here the block is divided into two parts. So just remember this diagram. So now we are ready to solve the numericals which are based on fully associative mapping. So this is the question 1. So here the question is, consider a fully associative mapped cache. Here you must remember the word, or just look the word while reading the question. So here you find the word consider a fully associative mapped cache. So here we need to follow the formula and the physical address which are based on fully associative map. A cache of size 512 KB with block size 1 KB, and there are 17 bits in the tag. Here also the number of bits are given to you, and you need to find size of main memory and the tag directory size. So this is the question. Here three things are given to you: cache size, block size, and the number of bits in tag are given to you, and you need to find size of main memory and tag directory size. So just write these things in your copy. Now we are going to solve this question in the next slide. So moving to the next slide. So here we need to first write what are the things which are given to us in the question. So cache memory size is given to us, which is 512 KB. Block size, which is equal to frame size, which is equal to line size, is given to us, which is 1 KB, and the number of bits in tag is given to us, which is 7 bits. So say we consider the memory as byte addressable, and we know that the question is based on fully associative mapping of cache. So the physical address is divided into two parts. So first part is tag oblique block number, and second part is block offset. So number of bits in the block offset can be find out by using this. Block size is given to us, which is 1 KB. So we know that 1 KB is equal to 2 to the power 10 bytes. So whatever is in the power of 2, that number of bits are there. So as the power of 2 contains 10, so number of bits in the block offset is 10 bits. So the block offset consists of 10 bits. And also we know that the number of bits in the tag is 17. Basically it is not 7, you consider it as 17. As 17 is written in the question. So the physical address is the combination of these two divisions. So the physical address is basically 17 bits plus 10 bits is basically the 27 bits. So moving to the next slide. So all of you understand this concept till now? Just write in the chat box so that we can move further. Okay. So moving to the next slide. So in the question we need to find the physical address, the size of physical address. So number of bits in the physical address is basically the sum total of these two divisions. So basically number of bits in the tag is 17 bits and number of bits in the block offset is 10 bits. So there are 27 bits in total. So the physical address, the number of bits in physical address is 27 bits. Now the size of the main memory. So the size of the main memory is basically 2 to the power 27. So that number of bytes are there. So we need to convert it into higher memory. So we know that 1 MB, or you can say that here you can written 2 to the power 20 is equal to 1 MB. So out of 2 to the power 27, 2 to the power 20 bits are consumed in converting it in 1 MB. So 2 to the power 7 bits are remaining. So 2 to the power 7 is equal to 128. So the size of main memory is basically 128 MB. So just do just remember this conversion, that 2 to the power 10 is 1 KB, then 2 to the power 20 is 1 MB, and 2 to the power 30 is 1 GB. That conversion is very much important to remember in order to solve the questions which are based on memory. So all of you understand this? So shall we proceed further? Just write in the chat box. Okay. So moving to the next slide. Now the first part of the numerical is completed. So now we need to move to the second part, the tag directory structure. So before finding the tag directory structure, we need to find the total number of lines in the cache. So it can be find out by using the formula cache size upon line size. So the cache size is given to us, which is 512 KB, and the line size, which is equivalent to the block size, so 1 KB. So KB and KB is cancelled out, and 512 lines are there in the cache. So we need to convert it into the powers of 2. So 512 is basically 2 to the power 9. So that number of lines are there. So the TED directory structure consists of the formula which is equal to number of tags into tag size. It can also be find out by using the formula number of lines in the cache into number of bits in the tag. So as we can already find, the number of lines in the tag is 2 to the power 9 from here. So we write it as 2 to the power 9, and number of bits in the tag is already given in the question, which is 17 bits. So we can convert 2 to the power 9 into 512. So the 512 into 17. 512 into 17. We need to multiply 512 into 17. So it comes out to be 8704 bits. And now you need to convert these bits into byte. So 8704 can be divided by 8 in order to convert it into bytes. So 1088 bytes are there. So basically the size of the tag directory is 1088 bytes. So that's how we find the tag directory structure, which is the second part of the numerical. So you need to remember these formulas in order to find the tag directory structure. So I think all of you understand it. Now moving to the next question. So we are proceeding to the next slide. So the next question is, consider a fully associative mapped cache. So here just find the word fully associative mapped cache with block size is given to us, which is 4 KB. The size of main memory is 16 KB. And you need to find the number of bits in tag. So just write down the things which are given to you in the question and what you need to find out. Just write down in your copy. So moving to the next slide. So in the question, block size is equal to frame size equal to line size is given to us, which is 4 KB, and the size of main memory is given to us, which is 16 GB. So we need to find the number of bits in the tag, number of bits in the tag. So as in the question, they are given to us that the memory, the cache memory is of fully associative type. So you need to just draw the figure of the physical address division of fully associative cache. So it basically divides it into two parts. So first is tag object block number and the second is block offset. So in the question, you need to find the number of bits in the tag. So whatever is given to you, basically the size of the main memory is given to you, which is 16 GB. So 16 GB can be converted into bits first. So size of the main memory is 16 GB. So it can be written in 2 to the power, in the powers of 2 to the powers, in the power of 2's. So basically 16 GB is basically 2 to the power 60 to the power 34. As you know that 2 to the power 30 is equal to 1 GB, is equal to 1 GB. So out of 2 to the power 34, 2 to the power 30 is consumed in converted into 1 GB. So how much left? Only 4, 2 to the power 4 is left. So 2 to the power 4 is 16. So it means 16 GB is basically 2 to the power 34 bytes. So whatever is in the powers of 2, that many bits are there in the memory. So 34 is in the powers of 2. So that means the bits in the number of bits in the physical address is 34 bits. So you can draw this 34 bits in the diagram. So all of you understand it? Just write in the chat box. Some other students are waiting in the lobby. So just write in the chat box. Okay. So moving to the next slide, just remember that the physical address is consists of 34 bits. So we need to find the number of bits in the tag. So moving to the next slide. So the second thing is given to us, which is block size. So block size is basically 4 KB. So 4 KB can be converted into 2 to the power 2. So basically it can be 2 to the power 12, because 1 KB is equal to 2 to the power 10 bytes. So what is left to us, which is 2 to the power 2. So basically it is 2 to the power 12 bytes. So whatever is in the power of 2, that number of bits is in the memory. So number of bits in the block offset is basically 12 bits. So as according to the diagram, we already found out the size of the physical address, which is 34 bits, and the block offset is 12 bits. So we need to just subtract these in order to find the number of bits in the tag. So basically the number of bits in the tag is number of bits in the physical address minus number of bits in block offset. So which is 34 bits minus 12 bits. So it comes out to be 22 bits. So it means the number of bits in the tag is 22 bits. So that's how we are going to find the number of bits in the tag in the case of fully associative mapping. So all of you understand it? Just write in the chat box so that we can move further. Okay. So moving to the next slide. So this is the assignment question. So just you need to solve these questions in your assignments. And today I am going to create the assignments in the Google Classroom. So after that you will going to solve these assignments and submit it till next week. So this is the assignment question, which is based on fully associative mapping. So moving to the next slide, this question you need to solve in your assignments. So the next topic is K-way set associative mapping. So this is the third form of cache mapping. So this is somewhat difficult than the previous two, because here we are considering the K-way set associative mapping. So in this case, the cache lines are grouped into sets. So remember this word sets here, where each set contains k number of lines. So basically its names derived from here. K-way set associative mapping means each set consists of k number of lines in the cache memory. So the second point is a particular block of main memory can map to only one particular set of the cache. So it is somewhat similar to the direct mapping, because in the direct mapping a particular block of main memory is mapped to a particular block of the cache memory. But in this case, a particular block of main memory is mapped to only one particular set. Here just you need to remember the word particular set instead of a particular block of the cache memory. So however, within that set, the memory block can map any cache line that is freely available. So you need to just map the block of the main memory with a particular set of the cache memory, but you can choose the freely available block within that set which you chooses. Just remember that you need to choose any of the freely available block within that set. So the next point is the set of the cache to which a particular block of main memory can map is given by this formula. So just remember this formula and you need to write this formula in your copy. That cache set number can be found out by main memory block address modulo. As we already use this formula in the case of direct mapping, but here just in that we need to we were going to find the cache line number, but here we are going to find this cache set number. So the formula is main memory block address modulo number of sets in cache. So this is the formula, and this formula is very important in order to find out the exact or the particular set number which is going to map to the main memory block. So moving to the next slide, just remember this important theory which is based on k-way set associative mapping, because this theory is very important in order to solve the numericals. So as we already know, the division of physical address in case of direct and fully associative mapping. So in the case of k-way set associative mapping, the physical address is divided into three parts. So first part is consists of tag, second part consists of set number, and the third part consists of block oblique line offset. Just remember it. The physical address in the case of k-way set associative mapping is divided into three parts. So these are the three parts. So moving to the next slide. Just a minute. Just write down this diagram in your copy. Now moving to the next slide. Now you need to remember the two special cases in the case of k-way set associative mapping. So first case is if k is equal to 1, then the k-way set associative mapping becomes direct mapping. So in this case, one-way set associative mapping is there because the value of k is 1. But if k is equal to 1, then it will treat as direct mapping. And if k is equal to total number of lines in the cache, means all the lines are fully available or freely available. So then the k-way set associative mapping becomes fully associative mapping. So these are some of the special cases of k-way set associative mapping, and you need to just remember it. Suppose in a question, if they are given to you that if the k is equal to 1 or the k is equal to total number of lines in the cache, then if k is equal to 1, then you must treat the k-way set associative mapping in the same way as direct mapping. And if k is equal to total number of lines in the cache, then you must treat the k-way set associative mapping equivalent to fully associative mapping. So just remember these special cases. These are much more predominant in the case of objective questions. So just moving to the next slide. Now we are going to solve the numericals which are based on k-way set associative mapping. So this is the first question which is based on k-way set associative mapping. So in the question it is given to you that consider a 8-way set associative mapped cache. So here you just read out the word 8-way set associative mapping. So this question is based on set associative mapping. From here you can identify that this question is based on k-way set associative mapping, and here the value of k is given to you, which is 8, and the cache of size 512 KB with block size 1 KB, and there are 7 bits in the tag. So these are the things which are given to you in the question, and you need to find size of main memory and the tag directory size. So just write these in your copy, what are given in the question and what you need to find out. Now moving to the next slide, how we can solve these questions which are based on set associative mapping. So first we need to write down what is given to us in the question. So here we are given the cache memory size, which is 512 KB. Block size is equal to frame size equal to line size is given to us, which is 1 KB, and number of bits in the tag, which is 7 bits. As we are considering the memory is byte addressable, so number of bits in the block offset we need to find out. So block size is given to us, which is 1 KB. So we need to convert it into 2 to the power powers, which is equivalent to bytes. So here it comes out to be 2 to the power 10. So number of bits in the block offset is 10 bits. So this we derived that 10 bits consist of block size, and 7 bits is consist of the tag which is given to us in the question. So now we need to find the set number. So how many bits are there in the set number? If we find out the number of bits in the set number, then the physical address is easily find out by summing all the 3 divisions. So moving to the next slide. So the number of lines in the cache can be find out by using the formula cache size divided by line size. As the cache size is given to us in the question, which is 512 KB, then line size consists of 1 KB, which is already given in the question. So the number of lines in the cache is 512 lines. So total number of lines in the cache is 512 lines. Now we can easily find out the number of sets in the cache. So number of sets in the cache can be find out by using the formula total number of lines in the cache upon set size. So as we already find the number of lines in the cache, which is 512 lines, and as it is already given in the question that it is 8-way set associative mapping. So the value of k is 8. So basically the set size is divided by the k value. So the k value is 8 here. So 512 divided by 8 is there. So that number of sets are available here. So basically it comes out to be 64 sets. So we need to convert it into 2 to the power. So basically it consists of 64 means 2 to the power 6. So 2 to the power 6 sets are there. So it means whatever comes in the power of 2, that number of bits are there. So 6 comes in the power of 2. So number of bits in the set number is 6 bits. So from here we can find out the set number is consist of 6 bits. So all of you understand till now? Just write in the chat box. Okay. So moving to the next slide. Just draw this diagram in your copy. So in this question we are going to find out the size of the physical memory. So basically the size of the physical memory can be found out by summing all the number of sizes of all the 3 divisions. So basically the number of bits in the physical address can be number of bits in the tag plus number of bits in the set number plus number of bits in the block offset. So which is 7 bits plus 6 bits plus 10 bits. So it comes out to be 23 bits. So it means the number of bits in the physical address is 23 bits. So from here we can find out the size of the main memory. So the size of the main memory is basically 2 to the power 23 bytes. So basically, as we need to convert it into higher memory, so as we know that 2 to the power 20 is equivalent to 1 MB. 1 MB. So it means out of 2 to the power 23, 2 to the power 20 is converted to MB. So how many left? 2 to the power 3 is left. So 2 to the power 3 is basically 8. So the size of the main memory is 8 MB. So this concludes the first part of the question, the size of the main memory, which comes out to be 8 MB. Now the second, we need to also solve the second part. So the second part is TAT directory size. So it can be found out by using the formula number of TATs into TAT size. It can also be found out by the formula number of lines in cache into number of bits in TAT. So number of lines in the cache is 512, as we already found out, and number of bits in the TAT is 7 bits, which is already given to us in the question. So once we multiply it, it comes out to be 3584 bits. Now we need to divide 3584 bits by 8. So 3584 by 8, because we need to convert this bits into bytes. So by doing the conversion, this conversion we need to divide it by 8. So once we are going to divide it by 8, we got the answer 448 bytes. So the size of the TAT directory is 448 bytes. So all of you understand it? Just write in the chat box. Okay. So moving to the next question. So we are moving to the next slide. So the question given to us is, consider a 8-way set associative mapped cache. So here the value of k is 8. The size of the cache memory is 512 KB, and there are 10 bits in the TAT. So number of bits they already given to us in the question. So find the size of the main memory. Now you need to find out the size of the main memory in the case of k-way set associative mapping. But here the value of k is 8, which is already given to us in the question. So just write down in your copy whatever is given to us in the question and what we need to find in order to solve this question. So moving to the next slide, or I am giving you 2 minutes in order to solve the question. Just try by your own. Are you able to solve this question? Just try. And write your answer in the chat box. Now 4 minutes are passed and nobody going to solve this question. So let's see how. So what is the answer, Aditi? Okay, so let us see our answer is correct or not. The size of the main memory is 2 to the power 26. So just to see how we will going to solve this question. So first write whatever is given to us from in the question. So basically the set size is given to us, which is 8. Then the cache memory size is given to us, which is 512 KB. The number of bits in the tag is 10 bits, which is already given to us. So we consider that just to see how we are going to solve it. Whether you are getting the answer, but see the correct solution, how we going to solve this. So we consider the memory is byte addressable. So here number of bits in the set number field, we consider it as X bits, and number of bits in the block offset field, we consider it as Y bits. Then 10 bits are already given to us, which is 10 bits. So once we find out all these bits, all the 3 division bits, then we are surely going to sum these bits in order to find out the size of the physical address. So moving to the next slide. Now the sum of number of bits of set number field and block offset field. So cache memory size is basically, we can find out by using this formula, number of sets in cache into number of lines in one set into line size. So this is the formula for finding the cache memory size in the case of k-way set associative mapping. So now we will going to substitute these values, as we already are given the cache memory size, which is 512 KB, and number of sets in the cache is 2 to the power x, and number of lines in one set is 8, as it is 8-way set associative mapping, and line size is 2 to the power y bits. So 2 to the power, so 512 KB can be converted into bytes. It comes out to be 2 to the power 19 bytes, as 1 KB is equal to 2 to the power 10. 1 KB is equal to 2 to the power 10 bytes, and 512 is equal to 2 to the power 9. So we need to add this because the powers in the form of powers in the form of 2's can be added. So 2 to the power 9 added to 2 to the power 10 is basically 2 to the power 19. So here it comes to 2 to the power 19 bytes, and from the right hand side it comes out to be as 8 can be converted into 2 to the power 3. So it converted to 2 to the power 3 plus x plus y bytes. So as the left hand side and right hand side both comes in the powers of 2, so these can be equated. So 19 is equal to 3 plus x plus y. So here, from here we find out that x plus y is equal to 16. So x plus y is 16, and basically the number of bits in the tag is given to us, which is 7. So from this we can find out the physical address. So all of you understand this concept, how we going to find out, or how we going to equate the two sides, because the calculation is going in terms of 2 to the powers. This is very important question, and it is a unique concept how we going to equate. So the we are going to equate in the powers of 2. The left hand side and right hand side is equated in the powers of 2. So just write in the chat box so that we can move further. Okay. So just remember that x plus y, that means the set size and the line offset is going to be 16 bits. So moving to the next slide. So now only 5 minutes are remaining. So just we are going to complete this. So our diagram will be as like 10 bits are there in the tag, and x bits are there in the set number, and y bits are there in the block number. So as we already found out that x plus y is 16 bits. So basically the size of the physical address is x plus y plus 10, so which comes out to be 26 bits. So size of the main memory comes out to be 2 to the power a number of bits. So basically it comes to be 2 to the power 26 bytes. So we need to convert it into higher memory side. So 2 to the power 20 is 1 MB. So basically how many bits are remaining in the powers of 2? So basically it comes out to 2 to the power 6. So 2 to the power 6 is 64. So it comes, the size of the main memory is 64 MB. So that's how we are going to solve this question. So all of you understand this? How we going to find out the size of the main memory? Just write in the chat box. Okay. So moving to the next slide. So these are the two assignment questions which are based on the K-way set associative mapping. So you need to also solve these questions in your assignments. So today I am going to create an assignment link in the Google Classroom, and in that link these assignment questions and the question of the direct memory assignment question, direct mapping assignment question is also included in that PDF. So you need to solve these assignment questions till next Wednesday, because our next class will be going to held on next Wednesday, as Saturday is holiday. So our next class will be going to held in the next week on Wednesday. So thank you very much. So now you can leave this meeting.